Hello once again, YouTube. I'm back on the Sunday like I promised, and the Leafs were in Colorado last night for another game on this current road trip of theirs, and I didn't watch it because we had tickets to the original kids' production of Disaster last night, which was fantastic, and which just helped me not watch Sportsnet for yet another day. So, like I said, I'm going to keep on mentioning this. Don Cherry forever. So that's kind of nice. Even though I'm missing Leafs game, I'm sticking to my guns as much as I can here, and it feels good. But anyways, the Leafs were in Colorado, which is kind of a big game for this year because of that trade. So it was Tyson Barrie and Alex Kerfoot's first time going back to their old rink, and Nazem Kadri's first time facing his old team since that trade. Looking at the game, Colorado led most of the stat categories. You know, they outshot them by 7 or 8 shots. Toronto had to block more shots. Colorado won more faceoffs, had more hits. So it looked like they probably controlled, or not controlled, but had the edge in play over the course of the night, which is usually the case when you're playing another good team in their own rink. You expect them to be slightly better, but the Leafs managed to score a lot and keep it out of their net for the most part in return, and it translated to a 5-3 win. Colorado opened the score half minute in on a McKinnon blast from the point, so it started a little wonky, as we know that the Leafs like to get scored on first most of the time, but they stormed back with 4 goals in a row over the rest of the first period, and took a 4-1 lead into the second. And it was great because Nick Shore got one, and he's a fourth liner, so it's always nice when your secondary scorers can chip in. Matthews got one, which is to be expected, on a nice feed from Tyson Barrie, which was nice. And then the third goal was a power play goal from Tyson Barrie. So that's the one thing I didn't like about Mike Babcock, is he got stuck in his ways about his favorites and who's being scratched and where guys are playing, and he was really slow to change things and try different things. And when I look at the Leafs defense, who do you think should be on the blue line on the Leafs' first power play unit? Riley and Barrie. He never did that. Barrie never saw first unit power play action. And then look what's happened in the 2 games Keefe has been there. He's been elevated to the top unit. He looks so much more confident, and he's getting points all of a sudden, right? So hindsight, but I had a problem with it to begin with, so it's not a surprise that Keefe is going the obvious, like, put these guys together, right? Who's going to give us our best chance to score? Put those 5 guys out, right? So that's nice to see. And and then over the course of the rest of the game, the Leafs, they got scored on once in the second, and then once in the first half of the third, which made it close at 4-3, but they were able to lock things down and then pick up a late goal by Hyman to make the final 5-3. And it was nice. Barrie got a good salute in Colorado for, he played almost 500 games there. I didn't know he had been there that long, so I knew he'd been there a while, but not that long. So it's always nice when the guys get the tributes when they go home. And then he ended up burning his old team too, which in our case was very nice, a bonus to that. So, and then I was watching some of the interviews on TSN, not Sportsnet, afterwards. And it was funny. Kadri was saying, like, sometimes I had to look down at my jersey and see, oh, yeah, I'm playing for these guys now, not the Leafs. So I wish they could have wrangled a trade to get Kerfoot and Barrie without giving up Kadri, because he is a great guy, and I miss him, and he brings that element of grit that the Leafs are kind of lacking for the most part. So, but anyways, the Sheldon Keefe era has started 2-0. Which apparently is the first time a Leaf coach has done that since Pat Quinn, which is a long time ago. So, let's hope they can keep it rolling. These wins were they were due for these wins, and let's hope whatever's going on in that room with the new coaching staff, let's hope it keeps up and they can find their way and hopefully reel off enough wins over the rest of this season to creep into the playoffs and hopefully do some damage. Have a great rest of the day.